Hello guys, this is HVAC Startup Technicians, and I want to go through a video to show you how to fix your heating. Why you don't need to call a technician. We'll go through the steps of the furnace. Okay, so let me just take off this door here for you. So there is a top and a bottom door. We're gonna start by taking off the top of your furnace, and we're gonna go through some of the components in here. So right here we are at the top of the furnace. This is your induced motor here. See it spinning. This is your pressure switch here, your gas valve here, and these are the major components, and these are one of your rollout you have. Most times this year, look for those rollout. They would trip sometimes. If your vent is closed upstairs, you can actually show a code. So that is one of the issues. But let us look at the furnace itself and how you can fix it for yourself, because the furnace will actually help you to tell you what the problem is and how you can fix that problem. So we're going to take this cover off, and which there's a safety. So once I take this cover off, our furnace is going to stop running. So our furnace stopped running, and this is what I wanted to talk to you about today. Here, there's a lot of, this is our furnace board, but the majority of the stuff that you're gonna run into, this here is gonna tell you exactly how to fix it at the back of this cover. So if you look at it, it says this light here. Once I turn this on, we will have a flash. That light, let me just zoom in on that light. If there's a problem with your furnace, this light is gonna flash. So once you see that light flashing, that means you have a problem. You go to the back of this furnace board and you look at the flashes, and you see, so it says here, if it's off, it says it's a control failure. So that means, you're not getting no power at all. So if you're not getting any power, you're not getting any lights, that light is not coming on at all, you may want to check this. You may want to check your high voltage to see if your high voltage is, if you have 120 going in there. That's the first thing you want to check. The next thing you may want to check is you have a transformer here that break the 120 down to 24 volts throughout your furnace. But this is not exact what I want to concentrate on today. I want to concentrate on the back of this board, this plate, because it tells you all the necessary codes. So all you have to do is go look at your furnace, look at the codes, and it will tell you what the problem is. And I'm going to go through some of the major codes that you will see. It says pressure switch stuck open. We have on this furnace, which is a Goodman, we have 3 flashes for pressure switch stuck open. We have 3 flashes. Now to fix this issue, most of the problem you're gonna have with that pressure switch is these lines could get clogged. So if you have a pressure switch, you're gonna pull this line out, you're gonna pull this line out, you're gonna blow into these lines and make sure they're clear. That normally, if there's any water, anything in the line, will cause your pressure switch to work. If that doesn't work, what you could do is take one of these lines out and blow in it gently to move the diaphragm of that pressure switch. And I guess if those 2 things don't work, your next step may have to change the pressure switch, or you could check the voltage, which I have another video in how to check a pressure switch properly. You may want to check that video out. So pressure switch, so that's one of the major problems that we can have and we can run into. Another issue is, it said open high limit. And let me talk about the open high limit. It would be one of your limit switch. It will tell you open high limit, and it means that the air or the heat from the furnace cannot escape. So heat is not, there's a restriction. And most time that happen, it could be that your vents are closed, or sometimes we have dampers in the unit. These dampers are closed, so you may want to just check your vents and open your vents, Or if you have dampers, check downstairs and look through your duct and see if you have dampers. That could save you thousands of dollars. Let me just look here to see if there's a damper here so I could show you. So if you could look, it's kind of hard to see in this unit, but going up there, there's a damper up there. I don't know if you could see it. There's a handle for a damper right there. If that is closed, you will actually go off on high limit. So you may want to open that if somebody closed it by mistake or something like that. You may want to check on that. So, and I'm going to go through some of the most common problem, and then we're going to look at 7 flashes, which is on this one it's saying fuse, and this is one of the major problem I run into. I don't tell you how many times I got to go check a unit and just to drive an hour to change a fuse, and what it's gonna and how much it could cost to do that. So you may want to change your fuse. This is your fuse right here. If that goes wrong, to see if that goes wrong, it's easy. You could just pull this out and you could look at it, and if you see any black spot within that fuse, you may want to change that. I'm not sure if you could get it at AutoZone or one of your auto stores, but it's a 3-amp fuse, and you just put that fuse back in and it will be good, and that could save you a lot of money. So that's some of the simple steps that I wanted to talk about. We'll talk about some more steps in another video, but these are the stuff that you can check to make sure that you could get heat for the night and you don't have to call a technician. Anyway, guys, nice talking to you, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you for all the likes. Bye.